Hi, Shiv.
Hi, Balaji. How are you?
Yeah, fine, Shiv. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Okay. I'm going to share my screen. Shiv, can you able to see my screen?
Yes, can see the backlog.
Okay. I'll start with the first user story, ELT1645. So, as a web manager, I want the local office widget to be hosted on English.com. So, content is under our control. So, this is a form creation. So, this is the changes actually we got. And
So did you get an answer from Angel when they sent you the
yes,
did you
actually,
a question answered?
yes, that one is the updated one, and we have used the new JSON file for development. So actually, we have completed our functionality sections, and everything is working fine as expected. So I have put the code in the test server. I'll show you the demo.
Okay.
So I'm just compare both the test and production. So in production, we are using iframe. So all the content and JS functionality and everything is coming from that Angel or london.co.uk website. So this is the old one.
Yeah.
This is the new one. Actually, we have created now. So we are using the same JS file. So for example, I'm just searching here, and all the content will be displaying same like the iframe functionality.
This is the production site, right?
Yes, this is production side, and this one is a test one.
Yeah.
So we have just made the same design structure. So actually testing is in progress. So they have completed most of the contents, and they have raised some small suggestions. It's not a bug. They just raised the suggestion. So we are working on it. I hope we will complete all the suggestions and the entire thing go within today. And
okay. So, at the same time, Balaji, in that story there was new content changes, right?
have
you implemented the content changes at the same time?
yes, I have done this one too. So we have changed the content as per the given given document. So Srinidhi has updated all the new contents in the existing JSON. So everything is working as working fine as expected.
Fantastic.
Okay, so thank you.
So when you're ready, we will when this is ready, we will be able to use this on the reader site, but also on the pearsonelt.com site as well. And I'm guessing that the host page where the iframe is pulling will be like an english.com web page, right? A page on your servers, page on the same servers as english.com is on.
Just a minute, Sue.
Yes, you. So we have the code base, so we can use it anywhere. So all the sites we can use the same code.
Okay. Lovely.
Okay, so
and it's basically you've used JavaScript.
Yes, jQuery. We are using
jQuery. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. No, that's good.
Would
Balaji, if we wanted to make functional changes to the way this works, does your team or do you have that knowledge for jQuery knowledge to make changes?
Yes, you.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Actually, we have completed everything, so the basic knowledge is enough.
Sorry?
Actually, we have made everything, all the functionality from our side, so it won't take more time to integrate the form in another one website. So the basic jQuery knowledge is enough.
It's there.
No.
Okay, that's fine. No, it's just that at some point we may want to make some usability changes.
Usability
just so
changes.
I know what can be done.
One second, Sue. Can you please repeat the question, Sue?
It's not really a question. It's just saying that I'm just wanted to know that there was the possibility of improving the usability of this widget, if need be, if required. That you guys have got that knowledge.
Yes, Sue. Actually, this one is a CSS only. CSS only with all the icons. Images. So we can do it, right? So we can do it, right? Yes, Sue.
Okay. Thanks. And can you just scroll down a bit, Balaji, so I can see what's underneath? See the blue. Oh, great. Thanks. That looks good.
Okay. You have any other queries related to the user story?
No, so I guess my query is that when you've passed the testing, just let me know, because I'll need to repoint the pearsonelt.com form to the new link, won't I?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'd like both forms on both sites to go live at the same time.
Okay.
And that's mainly because of the China change, the Hong Kong and China change needs to go live.
Okay, sure. And we are planning to take the release for tomorrow show because everything. Sorry, day after tomorrow. Thursday planned release. So is it fine to you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. With that story, that's fine.
So shall I move to the next user story issue?
Yeah.
So this is a content migration from Oscar to English.com. So as a developer, I need to migrate the contents from Oscar to English.com so that I can use the same contents in IAP player. So this is related to the WSC separation. So we have migrated all the content from Oscar server to our English.com S3 bucket. So all the server, all the contents and all the assets files is serving from Amazon S3 as of now. So we have configured everything in test server. So everything is working fine. And the QA testing is also completed. So we got some more bugs in that Oscar content migration. So because we have 6 pages, 2 products, one is top notch and another one is a submit. So around we have 1200 pages content migration from Oscar to English.com. So we missed some other assets files like images, audios, and so those are the bugs and reported from the QA. So we have working on it. So all the bugs is completed from our end. So today QA is going to retest the entire thing one more time. So if everything is fine, then we'll release this thing, move it to live on Thursday.
Okay. So what you're saying is that on Thursday, when the site goes live, there won't be any more dependency on any WSE tools or digital platforms.
Sorry, Sue?
Are you saying that by the time this goes live, there won't be any further dependencies on WSE
Yes.
tools or
No, no, no.
digital platforms?
Any dependency with WSU?
So we got all the contents and assets. So that is the thing from the Oscar team. So we got everything from Oscar team. So there is no dependency anymore. So we
Okay.
can directly release these contents to the production team. So because now we have all the contents in our server.
Yeah, I have a question, and I don't know whether you can answer this, but a few months ago, it was last year, there was a team in the UK responsible for splitting off WSE, and they had asked for a meeting with myself and Gemma at the time, and they said that we, Pearson, don't own the rights to the IAP player, I think is what they were saying, and so that their content can be
Yes.
new content can't be developed in IAP player because WSE own it. Is that the case?
Yes. Yeah, we can use the existing content. So the new contents can't able to create that.
Sorry, but
Yes, you actually the new that is you. You actually we don't have the access for the Oscar tool. So Oscar tool is used to create a JSON content, which is the I mean the activities and interaction, all the things we can create it by using the Oscar tool, and we won't getting the Oscar tool support hereafter. So, but we have already created the contents. We created the contents with using the Oscar tool. So everything is JSON content only, and the JSON content and assets we have migrated to English.com. So we can use the already created contents we can use now, but hereafter we can't able to create a new contents.
okay,
And
no,
the
that's
IA
fine.
yeah, and
Yes.
we got the approval from Brahman, so we got the license and entire license for the IAP player. So we have integrated the latest IAP player. So hereafter we can't be able to upgrade the IAP player. For example, if they release any other patch version or if they release any major version hereafter, we can't be able to upgrade the IAP player, but we can use the latest version IAP player. I think 3.4 something we are using now. So that version IAP player we can use it
Okay,
in future.
that's fine. So we can continue to support existing contents,
Yes.
but new contents can't be made using the Oscar tool because we don't own it any longer.
Yes. You.
Okay, thanks. That's fine. It's unclear.
Sure. You want to show the demo?
No, that's fine.
Okay, sure. Fine. So I'll move to the next user story. ELT1575. As a web manager, I want readers' online catalog data to be updated in one place for both online catalog and carousels. So this is for the multiple carousels in readers. So I'll just show you the demo. So the page. So here we are using the multiple carousels in a two row. So we can update the rows at any time. So first I'll show, because now we have created the entire carousel thing as a menu. So I'll show you the demo how to add and edit the menu. So structure. So after login as an administrator, then we can go to the structure menus, and I have created a two menus. One is carousel one and carousel two. Carousel one is the first one, and carousel two is the second one. So, so it's very simple to add a product in that carousel menu. For example, so here we need to add only the ISBN number. So all the data and structure will be automatically getting from that JSON file. So this is the key value. So the ISBN is the key value. So for example, if you want to add one more product in the list, then you can directly add it with the add link menu. So once you click it, the add link will come. So, for example, I'm just taking any one of the ISBN number from production site.
Yeah.
Mm, For example, so this one. So the level for Oliver, this books. So I can get the ISBN of the product. So this is the ISBN of the product. So here I'm just adding this one and path. The path is front. Front is nothing but the homepage for the readers. So this is a mandatory field. That's why we are giving the front, and we no need to edit anything in that section. So after completing this one, just putting the save option. So it will add, it will successfully add it at the last. So
Okay.
just reloading the page.
But you could move it if you wanted to.
Sorry, Sue?
But you could move the position, I guess, if you wanted to.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Is it just drag?
Yeah, it is just a drag and drop. Last we can see the latest added product. So we can rearrange the orders. For example, if I want this newly added ISBN at the top, then we can just simply drag and drop to the new position after
Yeah.
the saving. If you reload the page now, so the title will be displayed in first position. So we can change the position at any time. So the same functionality is following for the second one too. So first one is the carousel one menu. The same functionality we have done in carousel 2. So this is the carousel 2 menu. So like this we have, and we can delete the product at any time. We can add a new product and we can rearrange the product and whatever um, functions you do. So you can directly do everything in that admin panel. So so it is a very simple one also. So if you give the ISBN number, the entire structure will be automatically created from the JSON. That's why we have created the functionality, and it is working as expected. QA is also, the testing is also completed. So they have reported some of the features. So we are working for it. So this is not a bug. This is a features. So if we have time for this sprint we will complete, or else there are small suggestions and features. We'll take it to the next sprint.
Okay. So point one is that if the product catalog changes, so if this item level 4 Oliver Twist is changed to level 3.
Yeah, if you change the data in the JSON file, I mean the product results page, the data will be automatically changed here also.
Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Thank you. That's really good. I guess the change that's occurred by you doing this method is that now the title has the level attached to it because it's a single field essentially.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So if we separated out those fields, then we would just see Oliver Twist book and MP3. Do you understand the question? Should I repeat it?
I understand the question. I think I need to explore about this things you, because in the title section we have usually will given the entire title with including with the level. So we can separate the level, but better I'll explain to you after exploring entire things, because I need to explore the possibilities, because
Okay.
data is coming from, so that's why I'm saying.
Yeah, but I'm not asking you to do it now. I'm just saying that at some point in the future, in the next couple of months, there's going to be work on the catalogue, and one of the things will be to separate out, to create like a database where the title is separate from the level,
Okay.
But that's a future development, and I'll talk to you about it when the time comes.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. And so is everything now clickable and linked up? So the image is linked, the view book button is linked.
Yes, it's linked, so it will automatically go to the product landing page. So all the data, for example, beauty and this, it will go to so everything mapped.
And I guess it's also relatively simple to set up another carousel with different ISBNs in it, because we just reuse that block.
Yeah, we can reuse the catalog.
Reuse the block. Okay, that's perfect. Thank you. That's great work.
Okay, thank you, Shiv. And shall I move to the next user story issue?
Yeah.
Okay, next one is a chore user story for me, Spike user story. So this is as a web manager, I want a reader's homepage for US site visitors that links to US catalog. So this is for the country-based redirection. So actually, we have attached this document. As per the document, so as per my understanding, so after going to the home page, when the user click the view catalog button, and it will be redirecting to the reader's home page based on the IP, right?
No, actually, I think I've been. It's not quite clear there, but so when the reader goes to readers.english.com, when the user goes to readers.english.com homepage, that should recognize that they're from a US IP address. So they see a duplicate homepage that has one difference to it, and that difference is what I've highlighted in yellow.
Okay.
So they're essentially, what we essentially have is two identical home pages. Visually, they're identical. But if you're visiting from the US, that link that I've highlighted in yellow there goes to the US catalog, which is the US PDF. But if you're visiting from any other place, it goes to the current one, the current flipping catalog.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, you. And we have explored this spike user story, so it's possible only. So we can use the same APIs. First of all, we need to get the IP from the server. So based on the IP, we need to categorize whether it is a US IP or non-US IP. So if the IP is coming under the US database, then we'll just redirect the homepage to the USA page. So if it is not included in the US database, then we'll just redirect the normal homepage to the anti-users. So this is the functionality we have now.
So can this become a story in the next sprint now that you've done the spike?
Yes, and we need to rebrand the US homepage too. So last sprint we have discussed about it. So you said you will give the mock-up for the USA page.
No,
I don't need to. Balaji, because it's exactly the same. So you just need to duplicate the homepage with the URL readers.english.com/USA.
Okay.
And then once that page is ready in the test environment, I'll go in and or provide you with the link to the US catalog.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, because that's simply the only difference.
Okay, sure.
So would you mind cloning that story for the next sprint, please?
One second, Sue.
Thanks for holding, Sue.
Okay.
Good from our end, Balaji.
Yes.
Can we move on?
We can. And
Any other story from your end?
yes.
Okay. Blog is
Okay, okay.
1443 Srinithi's.
Okay. So next one is a blog user story 1443. As a web manager, I want the blog to load quickly and to improve WP security so that user get a better UX. So we have made the changes in blog. First of all, I'm going to log in as a administrator. First, I will explain the catchy plugins and the performance related things. So we have installed and configured the catchy plugins. So before that, all the contents and images and all the assets will be storing to the browser cache only. So now we have configured the cache system for both the browser and server. So we can optimize the server cache too using the opcode cache. So we are getting the reports from the pingdom.com. So pingdom.com is nothing but it's using to get the entire site report like the loading time and the site grade and all the details we can get the pingdom. So we have just analyzing and got the report from the pingdom. So we can consider the server is only for the production because the text is low RAM server. So we are the only one is using this server. So we can't consider the report for the test server. So we have already got the results from the production server. Once the site all the contents will be moving to the production, then we will just get a new detail for the english.com blog. Then we'll compare both the test and production. That time we can see the time differentiate and all the things and the grade all the differentiate we can able to see on that time. So so now we have configured all the details with using the op cache and the entire site performance. So we have enabled the cache system for the all the pages inside the blog. So it's including the menus, images, I mean the banners and assets files, then contents and the CSS, the mainly the CSS file and JavaScript file. All the files will be stored. Once the first time only it will take some time for the users. Once the site is load on the user browser, then after the next time onwards the all the data will be load quickly because all the data will be stored to the browser cache. So this is the thing for the performance and cache related plugin, and it is also working as expected, and we'll share the report after moving this to the production.
Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you. What about the security side?
And the second one is this is the main important functionality for my english.com blog. So this is the WP security. As I said before, the WordPress 4.9 version is having some XML RPC. The chances are that the XML RPC attack is frequently happening in all the countries. So that's why we have protected the site. So in WP security, we have a lot of options, and I'll just explain to you quickly. So with using the WP security option, so we have a lot of functionalities they are providing. So first one is the user account. So we can track all the user accounts and the timing and the location, IP address, we can get the entire thing with using the user accounts tab. And the second one is the user login. This is the most important one. So now we are usually using the WP blog/WP admin is the login option for the users, and we can. So this is the common URL for the all the WordPress sites. So that's why we have locked down the URL. So hereafter the WP-admin won't be work, because if somebody because we have a lot of APIs now. With using the APIs, we can hit the site multiple times. For example, in 1 minute we can hit the site 5,000 times. We can hit the site. So this is considered this is like a DOS attack. So this is also one of the problem for that XML RPC attack. So we have locked down the site now. So hereafter the blog. So as of now we have set the WP admin name to the English admin. So the WP admin will be work. If anyone is trying to access the admin panel with using the WP admin, and they will see the not available section.
Is that what you
exactly
are? Does Siobhan use this to access?
Okay. So this is the name. So we can change the name at any time with using the admin panel. And the second thing is we have protected this field with using the CAPTCHA here. So we have enabled the CAPTCHA here. So after filling the correct username and password, then the user need to fill the CAPTCHA too. So this is for protecting the field from spam. So the only person can do it. So other than human, nobody can't able to access the site. So this is also one of the small security issues. And other than that, we have configured another thing also. So the login failed and record attempt. So we have set the maximum login attempt as 4. So for example, if I create any one of the users, so they are trying to access the site with using the wrong password more than 4 times, then site will be automatically locked down. So they lock out. They can't be able to access the site again. So we have set a login retry time period for 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes, they can able to log in with using the correct password. So this is also one of the things. So we have we can completely block a user if the user is entering the wrong password. So we can able to completely block the user. So after they raise the ticket or after they raise a request to our side and administrator, we have we are the only one person can able to lock out the site. So that option is also available, but as of now I have just disabled the option. So this is the I'm just giving the basic protection for the users. And
so Balaji, could you click on users so that I can see the list of users who are going to be affected by this? So we can go in and tidy up this list.
Yes, you.
Okay, so immediately I can see people who can come. So James can be deleted and Stephanie.
Yeah, actually, issue. This is a test site. In production site, so we have more than 50 users.
Okay. So are you saying that Siobhan, myself, and anyone else who's got an admin login needs to reset their login?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes?
She's asking whether the existing users need to...
No, sure. No need to reset the password. So if they, they need to know the URL structure, because currently they are using the site. They are logging the site with using the WP admin URL only. So hereafter it won't work. So we need to intimate them that the WP admin won't be work. So this is the new URL for the admin section, the admin login section, and we need to intimate to them.
So you need to give us a new link, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got, so internally it's Siobhan, myself, using WordPress and maybe a couple of other people internally, and we've got an external user, ELT Jam, an agency using it. So at the end of this process, just include in the Jira the instructions for users. And are you saying that English admin is going to be the owner of the admin profile? Yes, I see
yes.
English admin here. So if you log into English admin, you see the admin panel, right?
Yes. So the English admin is the super user, and others are the sub-admins.
So you own the credentials for the English admin super user.
Yes, you.
And anyone else? Can anyone else be a super user?
Yeah. Before that, some of the persons was having the English admin credential, but now we have changed the password, so we are the only one is accessing the English admin credential.
But you can add any super user?
No. English admin is the only.
Will that prevent Siobhan from doing some of the things that she does? Like, for instance, we want to set up new author profiles or that kind of thing. So,
1 second. So actually, we can give the administrator credential to anyone. So for example, if I give the administrator credential to the Shiban, and she can do in everything is like English admin. So all the permission and credentials, all the permission will be granting to that Shiban account. But the only thing is Shiban can't able to delete the English admin credential, but the English admin is can able to delete the Shiban credential. So this is the only one thing between the super user and the sub admins.
That's fine. That's fine. As long as that you've got somewhere the English admin credentials are recorded in the Jira, or somewhere that you think is secure, that's fine.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Also to record the admin credentials somewhere, preferably in Jira issue. Is that possible?
Jira issue.
So that will be open, right?
That will be open. That's why I'm saying so. All security things will be collapsed.
Maybe in our drive we can add a sheet or.
Actually, in the team, so all the persons is having the English admin credential, me and testers, listeners, and everyone
We have to
is.
share the same with the POs.
Maybe we can create a protected Google Drive folder, and we will share all the major credential in the drive, and we can share it to the Shiban and Shiv.
Okay, fine.
Is it okay, Shiv?
Yeah, that's fine. And we keep a passwords list in Google Drive, so that if people move on or people change, we can still access it. And it's very important that the English admin credentials are recorded somewhere so that we know them.
Okay, sure. Because we are maintaining all the credential, not only for blog, we are managing all the credential in a single folder, and with the developers keeping all the data, and we have put the same data in the drive too, and we have one access for the drive, and I will share you the access.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, that's good. Thank you.
So this is the thing, and other than that, it is related to the database security is to protect the spams and the non-approved data. It will protect all the data to insert into the database, and those kind of things we can manage with the database security. And the file system security is like we can protect the file write permission. So we can able to all the plugins and everything can able to read the file, but we have completely restricted the write permission for the file. Then so other than that, blacklist manager, so we can block a particular IP. For example, if we are receiving too much of attempt from unknown IP, then we can directly block the IP. So all the this IP we can manage with using the block list manager and the firewall brute force, and everything is a security issues only. So it will protect the site with protect the site from spam users. So all the data it will manage. Then last one is spam prevention. Spam prevention is nothing but it will add something related like the captcha and some IP based things. For example, if the form or anything is submitting from the same IP for a lot of times, then it will be automatically block the particular IP, and we can add the captcha like the login form, so the user can't be able to submit the data without using the captcha. So all the data we can using, and the scanner is malware scanner. So it will use to scan the entire file system in the test server. I mean test block server. So if we receive any other spam or any other malware files, then it will be automatically deleted. So the next one is the maintenance. It's nothing but it will put the site into the maintenance mode, or the site will be automatically going to the maintenance mode for the blacklist users. So those kind of things we can doing from the WP security options.
Okay. Oh, sounds all good. Thanks.
Okay, sure. Okay.
So moving on to Sriniv's case.
You okay? Hello? Unity? Kalpana?
You're looking at each other.
Yeah. I think they must have tried to. Unity, can you hear us? Balaji? That's Google Chat. That's so good. It works perfectly every time. Network issues. Do you think it's worth asking them about adding the follow link to the blog?
I was just thinking about that. I just wrote it down through that.
Can you hear us?
Oh, hi, Kalpana. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Sorry about that, Sue and Shibon. Some
okay.
network issues. Okay, let me share my screen and let's proceed. Okay. Srinithi's go out from this. 1580.
Hi, Sue. Hi, Shibon.
Hi.
Hi.
So I'll start with my story. ELT 1580. As an admin, I need the English first hand videos updated so they are accurate. So this story is to change the six videos in English first hand. So I'll just open. So in access conversion model videos, unit 4, 5 and 7 was asked to replace. So the new video has been replaced and user can also download the new video. And as like that, we have changed unit 4, 5, 7 on access conversion model videos and unit 1, 2 and unit 9 in access presentation model videos. As this is a content change, video change, so we have done it directly in the S3 bucket. So it is already available in live site.
That's great, Srinidhi. I've passed it along to the product manager and I'm just waiting for feedback from her if she's okay with it all.
Okay, Shibon, no problem. So the next user story is the next task is ELT 1646. As a web manager, I want to update a link so it's accurate. So this task is to update the link for Japan in order page. So the Japan link has been updated to the given link. Shall I
That's
go
all
to the
fine.
next?
Yeah, that's
Next.
fine.
Okay.
Ad hoc request.
So this is the ad hoc request scheme. As a web manager, I want to delete titles that are breach of contract on the reader's site. This is to
live,
yes,
right?
this is already gone to live. This is was asked to delete the Matilda titles from the reader's site.
Yeah, that's fine. I've approved that, and thank you for doing it so quickly.
Okay, Sue. Thank you. So that's it.
That's it from your end. Okay.
Sheikh will continue.
Sheikh, are you going to present your screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Shu. Hi, Shibon.
Hi.
Share my screen. Are you able to see my screen, Shiv?
Yeah.
Okay. ELT 1669. As a web manager, I need to make the site responsive so that the person reader site is accessible to all users in mobile devices. In the story, we have to make the site as a responsive. Now the user easily access to our site in all mobile devices. I will show you the demo how the view is. This is the home page. This is the iPhone 7. This is the view in the mobile devices. This is the menu, the sub menu. This is the breadcrumb section, and this is the banner, the form sections, and the carousel sections. And this is the reading accessible for kids, teens, and adults, perfect partners. And then flip through our catalog sections. And this is the how to use levels, correlation chart, and the teaching resources. And then this is the newsletter section. And this is the about section. And this is the footer. In this footer, we have make it one by one about our readers, teaching English, readers for everyone, and our family connect with us, and copyrights and sitemaps, and the search category page. The search category page on the website catalog. This is the carousel. And reader series, kids readers, and active readers. And this is the same as the home page. And this is a multiple carousel section. In tablet view, we have to show the three views, but here mobile we have to show one, another one. It's showing one by one.
Yeah.
Same as the bestseller. And this section also same as the home page. And this is the footer. And Marvel landing pages, Marvel Grader English reader page. The Marvel image and contents. This same carousel sections. And you have to show the usual format and press and the images one by one. Same as page. And search pages, it's search and active the search pages.
Yep.
The search listing pages. So the image first and buttons, and then the contents. Same as the theme and active page. images and buttons below that content. Then order page. You have to show the list one by one. Find your local offices. Like one minute. This is the view for find your local offices and general queries. Almost we have done all the pages. QA is in progress. The QA raises some bugs. We will fix it by end of the day. After that,
Okay.
we will go to stage and live.
So thank you. Really, that's really good.
Okay, sure.
It's really good work. Thank you so much for doing that. I think it's really useful for our users as well. And I think the only pages that don't work as well are only because the original design isn't as good. So the pages that work really well are like the home page and the pages with the content blocks. And so the home page works brilliantly.
Sure,
you can see where you've got content blocks and like the carousel that really works well on mobile, and where you've got more like on the Marvel landing page, for instance, where we've got text and an image, it doesn't work as well in mobile. So it's good for me to know, just to sort of, because we're going to be redesigning the other content pages on Readers over the next few weeks and months. So it's good for me to know which ones work best in mobile. So thanks for that.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Okay, so
What is a task?
oh, rest of your stuff.
Reviewed and approved. Live.
And other than that, we have one for WSC references. Can you show us? Can you stop sharing and then I'll start sharing? Okay, yes, 1594.
Hi, Sue. And the story point is removing WC reference from English.com. As part of the story, we have covered 52 pages plus PS and ELT. We have come across 9 bugs which were listed in the Excel, and based upon your comments, and dev people fixed and give for us. And based on the dev comments, we have tested and updated the QA results. And the sheet will be. So everything has been done from our side, and it is good for staging and live.
Great.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Oliver. I think that's all for review. Any questions from your end, Sue and Shiba?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so shall we proceed with the backlog grooming then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just go to backlog and okay, let me open ELT 1701. Need a complete list. Oh, this is the one Shibon has emailed us. Okay. Team, are you okay with this? 1698. As an admin, I need the newsletter sign up form updated so that it is accurate. Is this fine, or do we need an explanation? Is this clear?
Just open the page.
Okay. Shibon, can you please explain about this task?
So in the last sprint, you updated the newsletter sign up on the blog homepage, but I noticed yesterday that on the individual blog posts down at the bottom, the newsletter sign up hasn't changed. You scroll to the bottom of the post.
Okay.
So the country needs to change from Hong Kong to Hong Kong/China.
Okay.
Yes, say
Okay.
Updated to China. Okay. Okay, Shibon. So moving on to next one, 1695. This is again the same email. Make it accessible.
This is the one that Balaji said he would look into if it was possible.
Yes, Shibon. Moving on to next one, 1696. Okay. I need a vanity URL in place for gold experience with the customers. Okay. Moving on to this is the task. 697. Need English.com to redirect to Pearson to into the user journey. Fine. Yeah.
Shiban?
Yeah.
You want to redirect only for the English.com homepage, or you want to redirect the entire site?
Can you say that again? It's quite loud here. I can't hear very well.
Can't hear you.
Can you hear me, Shiban?
Yeah.
You want to make the redirection for only the English.com homepage, or you want to make the redirection for the entire English.com to Pearson ELT?
Just the homepage.
Okay.
So Balaji and Kalpana, for your information, last year we did the migration of content of the GSE content, and I replicated the GSE content in pearsonelt.com, which means that also there's access to the teacher toolkit from there, and also we've got pages pointing to the student resources from Pearson ELT. And we're going to create links to the blog on Pearson ELT as well. So that means that we no longer have any content on English.com that hasn't been migrated or provided on the main pearsonelt.com site. So although the domain repointing work hasn't completed with the global technology team, I think we're still ready to move all of the traffic from English.com to pearsonelt.com. Does that make sense?
Yes, you.
Yeah. But we don't want every page underneath the English.com. So we don't want you to put a wildcard in, because there's obviously going to be all of the student resources will still be there under English.com domain URLs, and anything else that, you know, all of the TTK spoofed URLs will still be under English.com. So this is simply to put the main homepage English.com into Pearson ELT. Just drive all of that traffic from the homepage from one homepage to another homepage, essentially.
Okay, sure. And we have one more issue.
Does that make sense? Can you see any problems with that?
No, Sue, actually, we won't face any problem for this one. And we have some doubts related to the English.com migration. So after they migrating entire site from the English.com to Pearson ELT, and how can we use the ELT sections, whether we are going to create any other subdomain, and we are managing all the ELT sections under this subdomain, so like the resources.english.com, or how can we manage the ELT sections?
Are you talking about how can you manage the student resources?
Yes.
Well, we won't be decommissioning the resources from the English.com domain. So are you talking about how can people access them?
Yes, because how the structure will be for the ELT sections. For example, now we are using ELT sections like top notch and submit, and all the ELT sections is coming under English.com. So the URL is like English.com/top notch and English.com/submit. So after they migrating to the PMC side, so how the URL structure will be, whether we are going to manage the same URL structure, or we are going to put all the student resources in a subdomain and managing by us, or the student resources, entire student resources will be managing by the PMC, and how the process will be going to.
So the student resources won't be managed by PMC. They will never move to the PMC site.
Okay.
The student resources at the moment will continue to be on managed by you until the PEP platform. Have you heard of the PEP platform?
Okay.
Until the PEP platform can be has the resource to take them on. So there will be a migration process this year from English.com, from your content management of the student resources. There'll be a migration onto the PEP platform, which stands for Pearson English Portal, managed by the product portfolio teams. But until that happens, you guys are still going to be managing the student resources. So the access to student resources has never really been solely from the English.com website that you manage. The access has been from the Pearson ELT pages. So I don't think there'll be a problem there. As long as we make sure that there's still access from Pearson ELT to the student resources, then users can still get to them, and you'll still maintain them until they're migrated.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. But unfortunately, the PEP work, I mean, the people there, they've made an agreement to take on the resources, but they've not got the resources to the people to do the work at the moment. So we're kind of a bit stuck.
Okay, so
Yeah. And when they do take on the resources, of course, they will need to be able to, to migrate them to their platform, and then they will need to have the tools for them to be able to be used. So you've got IAP players and that sort of thing. They'll need to have that kind of functionality themselves.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, as far as you can tell, if you think that there's a problem with directing the traffic from English.com to PearsonELT.com, you think there's something that we haven't discovered that could cause a problem, then let me know. Yeah? Does that make
We
sense?
won't face any other problem, sure, I think.
Pardon?
We won't face any other problem, sure.
Okay, fine. So still people will be accessing the teacher toolkit through Pearson ELT. They'll be accessing GSE content through Pearson ELT. And they'll access the student resources and the blog through Pearson ELT.
Okay.
And then they'll come back to English.com for the student resources themselves.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll continue to manage those. You'll manage the blog, and you'll still continue to manage readers.english.com because there isn't any functionality in PMC that can replicate what you've done for the readers site.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Okay, so shall we move on, Sue?
Yes.
Okay. 1690. As an admin, I need the reader's order page updated so it's accurate. Okay, this is just add the countries in alphabetical order. Okay. Just a task, right?
Okay. Anyway, we'll create a user story for the task.
Fine. And then as an admin, I need CAPTCHA added to a form so that spam is reduced.
So actually, we have shared the possibilities.
This is a new one. That's the same form.
Wait.
Open the form. Okay. This you took a spy class print, right?
Oh, sir, okay.
This is one of the most
adding CAPTCHA to one of the forms. This is one of the most.
digital sample.
And Shiv? Shiban. It's Shiban.
Yeah.
Shiban as well. Shiban?
Yeah.
Can you please share the credentials for the formstock.com? So that's why we can explore the entire things in the form.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Shiv. Okay, Shiban. Thank you.
Okay. And then 1682. I need the privacy policy page updated so that all information is accurate. Okay, fine. I think these are all old ones. 1385.
Yeah, we can leave that one.
Are we taking this one, Sue?
No.
Okay. So, any stories from your end, Sue? For next week?
I have got some catalogue changes from Claire.
Okay.
I haven't put. I don't think I was getting myself confused about whether I put the story in or not, but I don't think I put the story in because I kind of got confused about whether it was actually happening in this sprint. But you haven't had any catalogue changes in this sprint, have you? So I have got an up-to-date list from Claire, and I need to make a story for it.
Okay.
Which is about. I think you'll remember that the last sprint, not this current one, the one before, there were like priority ones. So now she's presenting the spreadsheet with priority 2s and 3s. And then there are a couple more Marvel items that some assets have become ready for the Marvel new titles. So I'll add that into the into Jira.
Okay.
That's from me. I'm also going to add in just one about. I would like you to do some pingdom tests on the reader's catalogue because the catalogue seems slow to load, and if you can investigate, that would be great. So, like catalogue content page, readers' content pages are quick to load, but the actual catalogue is slow. The product pages.
Okay.
So I'll add a Jira about that. I think Siobhan's going to add a Jira about getting a follow button onto the blog. We realise there's no follow button.
What button? Could you please repeat, Sue?
On the blog,
Okay.
usually you will have a link. The user can use a link that says follow, and then if they fill in the details of their email, then they can follow the blog. Every time a new blog's added, they'll get it in their inbox.
Okay.
Our blog doesn't have that. Siobhan had a look in WordPress to see if she could figure out, where there was some place to add it, and couldn't see anything. We need your help.
Okay. Okay, Sue. You will be adding stories for all these functionalities, right, Sue? Or
Yes.
Siobhan? Okay.
Yeah, we'll do them today.
Okay, fine. Okay, so anything else, Sue?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. I think, Balaji, we have some improvements from our end for next sprint for mobile devices. Or...
Yes, mobile devices bug fixing is there.
Okay.
So we need to work for the mobile devices bug fixing. We will create a separate bug story and work for it. And we need to work the readers optimization. So this sprint we have did a blog. So next sprint we need to do it for reader cycle.
The security upgrades.
Not security, so this is performance related things. So we need to
Okay.
how can we improve.
You will take it as a spike, or
yeah, spike. I need to take.
Okay, fine.
Actually, I'll keep note about this, but we need to take it as a spike.
Mm.
We are not going to take this with the future.
Okay, fine then. Anything from our end team?
No, just you could remember to clone the US homepage story.
Okay. Sue and Veena is here. Quality lead.
Hi, so this is Veena. I'm the QA lead here. Valip is reporting to me. So this is regarding the mail you had sent requesting for additional QA resource. What we had planned is we thought of managing whatever QA is available as of now, because we have a QA who's gone into maternity leave. But as you have already raised the request, I would like to know if you are in contact with the budget head of English.com, because we have no specific budget from QA end, and we are still looking out for a budget head for each product. So I would like to know, are you in contact with the budget head of marketing team?
No, I mean, I think we've talked about this so much, but so Raman and Raman needs to have all these correct questions directed to him.
No, actually, Raman has told us indirectly that we're supposed to handle it through the budget head of each product.
Each stream, yeah.
Yeah, it's not about. I don't think Raman is the person of contact for this particular request, and neither is Brian, who is QA head. It directly falls under the budget head of each product, as I said.
So you mean the head of the readers and English products?
Yeah.
So
yeah, the one
do you mean,
who allocates budget.
Who do you mean that falls under them?
Yeah, I have few names. Actually, I just got it through one of our heads, so I can pass you the name of the budget head. I will, or I'll do one thing. I'll send across a mail CCing you and Kalpana. So if you could put your inputs, that'd be great.
I'll have a look at it, but to be honest, I mean, we haven't ever had to have QA resource going through our budgets. We haven't had any of the the team have not appeared in our budgets.
Yeah. Yes.
I've
So
looked
the thing is,
back over the last year or two, so it's kind of hard to understand why the change.
yeah, let me explain. Since we used to work as a global Pearson product, but now post NSE separation, it's a bit difficult to get in new resources, and that's why all this confusion. And they have streamlined the budget thing toward that directly to the budget head of a particular product instead of segregating it division wise like QA or engineering. That's why there's a confusion here now, and I'm trying to figure it out because since it's all new and since WSC move is still in process, that's why it's delaying. So however, as I told earlier, I will send across a mail to the whoever is handling the budget, and I would CC you and Kalpana.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm not
if you can explain as much if you can explain as much as possible and really explain the difference between why it is that it's not a question for the engineers, the software engineers, but it is a question for QA. That if you could explain that difference, that would be good.
Actually, we have I would say we have 0.5 plus 0.5 QA in hand. But since the work is like suddenly, it was not actually pre-planned that we would be expecting this much of work for this quarter for both English.com and CAD. That is why this confusion is all about, because I think the last quarter there was no much work and the QAs had raised a concern that there's no much of challenging work coming across. So we were not planning for such an mass QA work. So since it's suddenly been thrown to us, we are in like shortage of QA. And all the process of hiring a QA is a long process. And since Brian is new, and so is all this process new to Raman, I'm not sure, but no one is taking up the responsibility of hiring anything. It can be engineering or QA. It's not just about the problem with QA.
Okay. All right. Well, if you could explain that in your mail, that'd be great. Thanks.
Sorry?
I mean, we will. I think, I don't know if Kalpana agrees, but I think the work coming through for the reader site is a direct challenge to QA, and also I think your team will probably be heavily involved in the migration work to get the student resources off of this platform and onto another platform, because they are so, you have so much knowledge of how that works.
Yeah. So
I can foresee quite a lot of work for QAs in those two streams.
Yeah, sure. I've got the idea from Kalpana already, so that is why I'm trying to push from my end to get at least a contract QA. So I'll keep you guys posted on that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Veena. So anything else, team, or Sue and Shibon?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, then let's meet on Thursday for the planning meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Sue. Bye, Shibon.
Bye.